Well, it's the last week of the month and I need to get ready for the next month. Today I want to share with you 5 pages that I put in my planner every month to help me have a successful month. Well, hi, I'm Crystal from Crystal Clear Life. I'm so happy that you could join me today. Today I'd like to share with you 5 pages that I add to my digital planner every single month to help me have a successful month. Now, if you joined me earlier, you'll know that we set up our March dashboard so that we are ready for our long-term planning for the month of March. Here's a quick look at what that looks like. We have our calendar, we have our things to do in the garden, our intentions for the month, and some notes about reminders to keep moving and to be happy. Okay, let's get busy with the 5 pages that we need. The first page is my notes page and my inbox. I've been doing a little research on the Getting It Done theory or method by David Allen, and I've incorporated some of that into my digital notebook. So let's start with our inbox or notes page creation. You can see up here in my March tab that I have created for this upcoming month. Over here under pages, we have the other pages that will be in that particular folder. You'll notice that I do not have an inbox or notes page yet. So let's go ahead and create one. I have a blank notebook template page here that we will start with. My inbox and notes page is very simple. All I do is I pull in the title that we're going to go with this pretty March tulips title for this month. I'm going to make a copy of my title, take it back to my notebook, and as a reminder, it's always helpful to paste on the side. So there is my title for the month of March. I can move that where I'd like it. And then I can create another text box that simply says inbox and notes. There we go. Now I can change the font in this and make it any size or font that I like. I think since my March is kind of swirly, I want something that's more straightforward, maybe a little bold. See if anything's jumping out at me here. Century School Book is usually one that I like, but that's not very bold. Let's go with this Gothic bold here, and let's make it 22 and see how that looks. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now remember, because each text is in its own little container, you can tell it's in a container by the gray bar that you see here. I can move that wherever I'd like it. I can move it there. I can put it on the side. I could put it on this side if I wanted. I think for now I'm going to leave it up here at the top, and I'll come back to that and adjust it as I need to. Now you'll notice that my title page here says Notebook Template, and it's also listed as Notebook Template over here. I'm going to change my title up here to March, Inbox, and Notes. Now remember, this inbox and notes page can be used to dump any ideas that you have, any phone calls that you get that you want to take notes on, anything that you're learning about that you want to write down, anything that could be trashed later. You simply could make a note down here for, an 800 number that you need to call, for, carpet cleaner, and then as the month goes on, you come back and you look at that and you say, I don't need that anymore. That was done. I didn't need that. So you can just delete that. So this notes and inbox page is very helpful for me. I use it a lot. Things come and go from these pages very often. If you look back over here to our pages list, I'm simply going to click on that and I'm going to move it right up underneath my dashboard that I created so I can have my dashboard first and then my notes ready to go. Okay? All right, the next one that I want to set up for you, I already have it labeled here. It's called March Habits. Now you see there's nothing there yet, but I wanted to show you something special that I do to make these page creations pretty quick and easy. I have what I like to call a series of templates that I've created over the years that I can just quickly grab, put in here, modify as needed. So let's take a look at one of those templates. I store those in my personal notebook. And here you see I have a whole page of all different kinds of templates. Expense trackers, bill trackers, sermon notes, prayer requests, word a day, habits, hourly, anything that you can think of. I probably have a template for it. Here's the one for my habit tracker. You can see when I click on the container that both sections are shaded in. So we're going to go up here and we're going to make a copy of that. And we're going to go back to our March folder onto our blank page that we have here. On the side, I am going to paste. And you see there's the entire tracker. Now, at this point, I can grab the entire thing, pull it over onto my notebook, get it lined up the way that I'd like. I find that it works best if I cut my month in half. So there is day 1 through 15, and these are the things that I am tracking for my own health in this particular notebook. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to highlight the bottom of this. I'm going to cut that. It's going to disappear. Back up here to the other page and paste that in. Now remember, these are set up as tables. So once I have this in my notebook, it is very easy for me to go in and start typing. I can put down, if I'm having pain at the level of a 5, I can type that in there. If it happens to be a time that I'm on my period, I can simply indicate in these cells what's happening on those days. If I want to track my weight here, I can. I'm going to put in a dream weight because I'll never reach that goal. I can track down what foods that I've had. You notice I have a suggestion down here, an asterisk to remind me if I've had a beer or a glass of wine with dinner, my water intake, whether I've taken my medicines, all of those kinds of things. And because they are tables, I can adjust the size of the cells as needed. If I need more room for food, I can do that simply by going here and dragging across. So they're really customizable. You can do just about anything you'd like with these various tables. All right, now it needs a title. So let's go back to our March theme. Let's grab our title again. We'll copy that, bring it down here to our habits page, paste on the side. I feel like that When Harry Met Sally movie, where she's always placing her order and wanting everything on the side. Maybe I'm a high maintenance planner, I don't know. I just find that it works better that way. So let's move this down a little bit and move this down a little bit. And you know what? I kind of liked the inbox and notes style that I did here. So I'm going to copy that. Why not keep it consistent? Go back over here to my habits page and we will paste that in. Now, of course, we don't want it to say inbox and notes, but that's easy enough to change. We can have it say health and habits, HEALTH, and habits. There you go, get some consistency going. Now remember, I could make this cute if I wanted to as well. I could go back over here. I could get some washi tape, make a copy of that, pull it over, put a piece of washi tape up there. I could bring in my kitty cat if I want to bring him over. And again, paste him there. Maybe put him at the end like that. He's a little too big. We'll make him a little smaller. There you go. And I really still do love these crocus, so I'm going to put some of those in there as well. We'll put some of those down here in the bottom. And make them a little smaller. Can move them exactly where I want them. Copy those, and let's duplicate a couple of those. Paste. And maybe one more over here. Paste. All right. Here we go. So now it looks like that washi tape is holding on, holding that chart on where it belongs. Make it a little bit smaller. And there we go. Simple decorations. Remember, I'm a very functional planner. I like a few little cute things just to make it interesting to look at, but I don't like my entire page cluttered up with too many things. I think that comes from being a former teacher. And sometimes I would get children's work where there were so many doodles and drawings on the page that it was hard to see what the work actually was. So I want to be able to focus on what the work is and see all of the hard work that I've been doing, not just all the cute pictures. Okay, so there's our health and habits page. So we've done our notes, we've done our health and habits. Now, something that I started new for 2021 is I'm learning a new word every day. I feel like I'm a high school student again, getting ready for the SAT. Let's see. Before I move on to word a day, I'm going to move my March habits right up underneath my dashboard. Because that's the first thing that I do in the morning is I log all of that information, check my calendar, log my information, and then I have my notes page. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create our word a day. Let's go up here to the notebook template that I have for my 2021 digital planner, and you see that it's blank. And I put one of these at the beginning of each month just so I have it available to me. I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to come down here to move and copy. And I'm going to say that I want to put that in March in my current section, and I'm going to make a copy of that. And you see the notebook template that I was working on is here at the top. The copy is now down here at the bottom. So let's go down to the copy. There's our notebook template. I'm going to call this right now March Word a Day. All right. And this works the same way. I have a template set up for my word a day. So let's go over here to my personal notebook. When I click on my personal notebook, the template page comes up. I have a section here, word a day, and you see again, this one happens to be cut into two sections, dividing the month in half. And actually, it's started as January. That's the first one that I put in there. That's okay. We can change that when we get it to March. So let's copy that. Let's go back to our March word a day, and we will paste that in, move it to where we need to, and let's go back and quickly grab that second one, copy that, jump back over to March, and paste that in as well. There we go. Now we need our March title, so we will make a copy of that, back to word a day, paste that in there quickly. I tell you, it's really nice. You buy these digital stickers once and you can use them over and over and over again. You can add consistency to your pages if you'd like. It's just wonderful. So let's say this is not January. This will be March. For that purpose, we could also even take March out there. We don't really need that if we don't want to. And then we can highlight word a day. Let's use that large font that we were using before. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And you'll notice that the container keeps adding to its size as I increase the size of what I'm typing there. I'm going to go ahead and make it the entire width of my page in my notebook, because what I like to do for my word a day is I also include the word and the definition and the part of speech. So I want to have enough space that as I'm typing in the word of the day, that my container can adjust and move and have enough room for all of that information. So over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make this container wider. And then as I type in here, if I type the definition of a word, the cell gets larger, gets larger as needed. It will also jump down and do a second line if I run out of room. So that's great. Okay, that was just an example, so we'll get rid of that for you. And I know that that will fill out as we go. Now, again, I want a little decoration on here. You know, I said that I love this purple tulip and I have not used it yet. So I'm going to use it in this instance, I think. So for my word a day, I will put this beautiful tulip down here, I think at the bottom. There we go. Okay. I know this page looks a little plain for now, but that's okay. It'll fill in as the month goes along. Okay, so we've done our monthly notes, we've done our habits, we've done our word a day. The other thing that I want to do is I want to bring over my personal meal planning page. Now, my personal meal planning page from February, it looks like this. I don't have it in a notebook format. I just have it as a full page. I'm not going to go into the details of how I created this. For now, I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to take it back to March. I'm going to add a page. I'm going to paste it in there. And there we can have our personal meal planning page. Now, the one thing that I do want to do on here is I want to get rid of my cute little Valentine penguin and my cute little pizza. And let's add some things from our theme from this month. Our theme is tulips. Let's see. These are very pretty. We've not used these yet. Let's take those over to our meal planning page. Paste on the side. Oh, those will look nice going right up there. Okay. And what else can we pull from our theme? Maybe let's take our planner icon to our meal planning page, because one of the things that I love to do is my meal planning on my iPad. I have these boxes specifically designed so that I can write in them with my Apple Pencil. And it's very easy to be in the kitchen, doing all the things I need to do, and have my iPad right there with me and checking that out. Okay, so that's that page. I'm going to move that up underneath of my inbox and notes. And the last one that I want to talk about today, page number 5, is my prayer journal. Now you see I already have part of my prayer journal set up. It is my basic notebook outline. It is a title box. It is a graphic. But what I wanted to point out here is this particular thing is a PDF or picture that I got from thefelicitybeak.com, and it is a March prayer prompt. It's a kind of a challenge or something to help me focus my prayers during the month of March. The other thing that I need to add to this page is one of my templates so that I can record people that have given me prayer requests, and I can add those to my daily prayers. So let's jump over to our personals template page, And I know somewhere on here, prayer request. Let's use this one. So we'll copy that. We'll take it back to March and we will paste it in place. And again, we can make our container as wide as our page is. And all I have in this table simply is the date that somebody gave me the prayer request, who's requesting it. Let's say my sister's requesting, and she's asking for prayers for a friend of hers, and I would write that friend's name down, and then I would put down what the specific prayer needs are. Maybe it's a health concern, maybe it's suffering from depression, maybe it's financial issues, maybe they've lost their cat. I don't know why they might need prayers, but I like to be specific when I do that. So then this page is done, and as people give me prayer requests, I have a place to write them down. And when I do my daily prayers, I have not only a challenge to help me focus my prayers, but I have a list of people that I need to pray for. And let's see, I'll move that right up under meal planning. And then I have my word a day, which goes up underneath of my habits and my inbox, meal planning, prayer journal, projects. Now that's another video. We'll talk about our project page later, but just to give you a quick glimpse, that's kind of what projects looks like. And then we have our untitled page down here. That page is for our weekly pages that are coming up in the next video. So if you have found anything in this video helpful, I sure would appreciate it if you gave us a thumbs up. Maybe even subscribe if you'd like to see more of our videos here at A Crystal Clear Life. Remember, our focus is on planning, organizing, and helping you live a simpler life through planning in OneNote with your digital planner. I'm so grateful that you stopped by to see me today. And like I said, I always appreciate everybody's comments and their attention to our channel. Well, I think that's it for now. Just to review, 5 easy pages that I added to my March notebook to help me have a successful March. Those included my notes and inbox page, my meal planning page, my word a day page, my prayer journal, and my March habits, which are the most important to me. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier, I like to do my habits on a monthly basis so that I can see more of a pattern or trending if my numbers are going up or my numbers are going down. I know lots of people like to track theirs on a weekly basis, but I find that I just don't have the overall big picture if I do it on a weekly basis. So I like to do it in my monthly view so that I can see trends and see if what I'm doing is actually making a difference in my life. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'm so happy that you came by, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye.